Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is my second time trying to record this video because the first time I didn't feel like I was making much sense. I think what had just happened was still sinking in a little bit for me. So I thought I'd scrap that one and just try and refilm it, and hopefully this time around it's going to make a little bit more sense. But for today's video, I'm going to talk about something that happened a couple of days ago. Basically, it's a perfect example of what I've been saying all along in terms of pregnancy and birth, which is that you can try and make a birth plan and you can try and be organised and plan for these things, but at the end of the day, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to go to plan. So a couple of days ago, I went for a bit of an unexpected scan, and I say that this scan was unexpected mainly just because there was a mix-up with my appointments somewhere along the line. I did question it with them and they said, no, this is definitely a scan and you should still go to this appointment. I had this additional scan, and it was actually kind of beneficial to me in quite a big way because it picked up that our little baby Ellie is a little bit on the big side. The additional scans that I've been having is to monitor mainly her growth. And I don't know if anyone's actually had additional growth scans during a pregnancy before, but what would normally happen is after each scan, they will put they'll put your baby's estimated weight on like a graph, and this graph will be in your pregnancy notes. On the graph there is like two black lines running up this graph, and if your baby's weight is below or above those black lines, then that means that basically your baby's either going to be weighing too much or weighing too little, and then obviously they need to take action. The doctors took one look at that graph and one look at that estimated weight and sent me straight up to the pregnancy assessment unit in hospital, where I waited for quite a long time to speak to a doctor. But once the doctor did speak to me, she spoke to me for quite a while in depth about options that I had regarding the birth and my labour. I was given two options by the doctor, and the first option was that I could risk having a natural birth. I would have been immediately induced and tried to give birth naturally, but there are risks, quite a few different risks, and the doctor did speak to me in detail about these risks. One of those risks in particular is a very serious lifelong risk. And then she gave me the second option, which was that basically I could go and have a planned C-section. And I, in the end, chose to have a planned C-section. However, if I go into labour before that planned C-section, then I will go in as an emergency C-section. Now, obviously, there is risks with both risking a natural birth, a vaginal birth, and having a C-section. There are positives and negatives with both. The doctor said to me plain and simply, she said, there's no right or wrong decision. She said, it just depends on you and your personal preferences, what you're willing to risk and what you're willing to take the chance on. There were a lot of unknowns with having this or trying for this natural birth, and I was not prepared to take those risks personally. Yeah, it was really overwhelming. It was, all I did was go in for a scan, a simple scan. I did a birth plan video not too long ago. And in that video, I said, you know what, you've got to be prepared for change at any point. Things can change within seconds. Things can go from this to this real fast with things like this. I guess I just wanted to come on here and just quickly update you on the situation, because it is a big change from the original plan that I had. If you are new here, make sure to go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you later.